Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content that we've put out so far for you guys. We're coming at you guys tonight with the review of WWE Backlash, which was tonight. Started at 6 o'clock. Yeah, there's some stuff to go over here, guys. There's some stuff to talk about. Some stuff that Cena announced to talk about as well. But we may as well start with where it just began and start with the first match of the evening, which was Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. Which to me was not a bad match. I thought they did pretty good. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Some good reversals back and forth. Braun Breaker obviously coming out on top tonight, which I don't know how I feel about that because I think that Seth Rollins should have came out on top in that match, but obviously I don't think that they're done with it, hopefully, because I don't know how they have all that build up to it at WrestleMania, only to have Seth lose at Backlash just kind of didn't seem like the proper booking decision there at all in my personal opinion. I don't know, I could be wrong, but in my personal opinion, I don't think it was the right booking decision there at all. Then we follow it up with Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, which I thought was a decent match. Nothing obviously to write home about, as we've seen it at WrestleMania, and fortunately at WrestleMania, I just thought it was done way better at WrestleMania. This just kind of seemed like a rush put together, just pile of crap, basically. I'm kind of glad I was on the first hour because it was, again, nothing really to write home about. It was awful. Shout out to Trick Williams. Trick Williams did really well. I mean, obviously he won the match, but the Sami Zayn storyline is stale. The stuff with the gingerbread man thing is just, it's stale. It was awful. It was just overall bad booking. The bad booking continued to get worse as we go on to the main card, starting with the Danhausen thing. Now, I'm a Danhausen fan. I love Danhausen. I think Danhausen's a fantastic talent, one of the best wrestlers in the company. I'm glad that he's getting his shot. But his tag team partner match, I thought was one of the stupidest things I think I've ever seen in my life, was Danhausen and many Danhausens against Kit Wilson and The Miz. I mean, the build-up for this match has been good, but the match itself was terrible. Just so many stupid spots. The little mini Danhausens I thought was a joke. I mean, I don't know what 2K was looking for, if they're looking to make wrestling more of a joke or to make wrestling actually entertaining for the fans. But this I found was kind of like a joke segment where they had little mini Danhausens just running around, just completely awful, just really stupid. Hi there, guys. How you doing? Just, yeah, really terrible stuff there. Yeah, I just didn't like it myself. I'm happy Danhausen got over and won. Now he's 3-0 to start his career, which I think is good for Danhausen. So that one was kind of continuing in the bad side of things. Content is amazing. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, continuing in the bad side of things for sure. And then we go into the Io Sky and Asuka match. Now, to me, I think this match basically stole the show. Io Sky and Asuka delivered what wrestling should be, in my opinion. Counter for counter, these two ladies absolutely delivered. The fact that there was not more women's matches on the Backlash card, to me, is a slap in the face to fans of women's wrestling and to slap in the face to the wrestling fans in general. Like, how do you not have way more women's content and matches than you have, like, in the whole show? Like, it's all the guys wrestling with one women's match. You have to do better than that, TKO. I mean, where's the women's Intercontinental title? Where's the women's U.S. title? Where's the women's tag team titles? You could have any of those three defended on this show, but yet you choose to have one match with the woman. We're talking about WWE Backlash. Unfortunately, I think that's kind of where they failed in that one, unfortunately. I mean, Asuka and Kairi delivered an incredible show, incredible performance. Both of them were amazing. They match each other counter for counter. Probably one of the best matches I've seen the two of them put on against each other. It's looking now like Asuka might be done, which is unfortunate, but she's had an incredible career. She's had some really great matches throughout her career, and it's sad to possibly be seeing her go, but she's given us a lot of great memories, a lot of great matches in the ring, and this was no different. Her match with Kairi Sane was absolutely amazing. Or not Kairi Sane, with Io Sky, which is absolutely amazing. The crowd basically chanting, "We want Kairi Sane" throughout the match. Obviously, Kairi Sane was one of the releases done by TKO. we follow that up with John Cena's big announcement. Which John Cena's big announcement tonight, guys, was the John Cena tournament, which will feature NXT talent versus WWE talent. The winner will get a WWE championship, brand new championship for the John Cena tournament, which I think is okay. I mean, a lot of companies I find are doing tournaments. Like AEW's done a bunch of them. They have the Owen, they have the Continental Classic. New Japan has got all kinds of tournaments. I think it's kind of like tournaments thing to me is kind of overdone. We still don't know much about the WWE club, which is unfortunate. Then we go into our main event, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. And it started off okay. Jacob looked super strong, kind of pushing the fight to Roman. Roman kind of getting rocked a couple times. Jacob ended up putting Roman through the table, landed a couple more big spots. Roman eventually exposed the turnbuckle as he was caught in the Tongan death grip. And basically, Jacob hit the exposed turnbuckle. Roman hit the spear. Obviously, it's the same 1, 2, and 3. Roman Reigns retained, which I get it. He just had the title. I get not having him lose it right away. But I think they're going to continue it with Jacob, which is be good. I just didn't like it. I mean, the fact that he's not going to be part-time or full-time Foley, I think is really stupid, especially with him being the champion. The fact that he's only doing one date in June is awful. The fact that, like, he's going to be barely defending the title again, which is what we sat through the first time that he had the championship, I think myself was just wrong. But that's what TKO wants to do. That's what they want to put forward. That's what they want to give us. They want to charge us outrageous pricing for these events. They want to release our favorite talent. What do they honestly expect from us fans going forward with this company, with what they're doing? I mean, I love WWE. Don't get me wrong. I think they're fantastic. I like some of the stuff that they're doing. I'm just not a fan of like TKO and the corporate side of things and what they're doing and how they're trying to push that on us. I'll let my friend chip in with his 2 cents in a second. Overall, I gotta give Backlash a 4. Unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately, I gotta give it a 4. It was awful. It was terrible from start to finish. The Io Sky match was amazing. I give that a lot of credit. That match was fantastic. 3 basically filler matches that could have been either on SmackDown or Raw, with 1 world title match that we could have really done without. So, I don't know. That's my opinion, and I'll let my buddy take it over, and you'll get his opinion, and then we'll get to some questions, guys. So, this first half will be about the wrestling event, and then we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So,
I'll make it short and sweet. I think you said it best. I didn't really have nothing to say. It was a Monday Night Raw, basically. That's what it was. A Monday Night Raw with 1 good women's match. And that's about it. If I might not be here, my voice is dying on me. So, yeah, you said it best. 4 out of 10. And it was bad. It was a Monday Night Raw. It sounds like Jacob could be done. Roman wants him on the company. Let's get ready. So we'll have to wait and see who Roman screws next. It was just bad. And Asuka possibly retiring was shocking. I think she's retiring based on Kairi Sane leaving. I think WWE's, after this event, needs work. We'll see what happens. They are cursed.
And there's his 2 cents on it. Another thing I gotta criticize before we get into some questions, if you guys want, is the fact that they split these shows up now into 2 parts. I think is really dumb. Where they could have had 7 matches on the card, it would have been 7, I think.
Yeah.
They split it into 2. So they have the first 2 matches on ESPN for those in the States. And then the second half is on an additional ESPN tier, where those of you in the States have to pay an additional $30 to watch the second half of the event with the final 4 matches of the card. TKO, if you want my opinion on this, why don't you just put a whole card together with everything all in one and not split it into 2 halves for the fans? Give them a bunch of wrestling. Give them every match. Don't split it into 2 because you want to make that extra buck off the people with having to charge them with that ESPN stuff for the second half of the show. Put it all into 1, like it used to be, and give us more matches. 5 matches on a premium PLE, to me, is ridiculous. Like, if you're going to take our money and you're going to want us to purchase these events and to watch these events, Give us more than 5 matches. I remember back in the day, wrestling used to have 6, 7 matches, sometimes longer. Hell, AEW's got like 10 matches on their show, and we get 5 with little to no time on some of the segments. Like, you gotta be kidding me, guys. That's all I'm gonna really say on that. Just like show a little bit more respect to us fans, TKO, and the people that pay the money to watch these shows, the people that pay the money to go to these events, to see these wrestlers. Stop cutting our favorite talent. If you want us to go to these shows, and if we're not cheering because you've released all our favorite wrestlers, what do you honestly want us to do? To go there and support and be happy with what you're doing with the product? Because honestly, we're not. Honestly, we're not happy with the product, and we're not happy with what you guys are doing with it. I think it's ridiculous. I think it was in better hands beforehand, before this happened. The whole merger, the whole takeover for TKO. And I just hope that you guys show a little bit more that you care about the company, and you care about the product, and you care about us fans and us people who are spending our hard-earned money to go to these events to watch our favorite wrestlers. I hope that you see that, and I hope that you change your ways and you kind of change with what you're doing with it, because to me as a fan, it's incredibly disappointing. So we'll leave it at that, guys. There's our review of Backlash. We hope you enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, guys. We will take some comments from Backlash if you want, or if you want to talk about video games, or some of the polls from the card rips on the content. The floor is yours, guys, but that's my 2 cents on Backlash tonight. And in case you guys missed my earlier videos of the card rips, I'll show you guys some of my hits while we're waiting for some comments. I got a Sheamus autograph. I managed to get the Ivy Nile autograph, 25 of 25. Got a Paul Heyman 15 of 275. Julius Creed 67 of 199. 144 of 250 of Natalia. Braun Breaker out of 250. Or Bronson Reed, sorry, out of 250. Joe Gacy out of 150. Shawn Michaels out of 150. Dion Lennox 1 out of 5. Raquel Rodriguez at a 250. And Jordan Grace at a 99. So that's been all my hits, guys, from the Topps Chrome. I appreciate you guys checking out my Topps Chrome videos that I've been ripping. If you guys want to watch the videos today, I did 2 rips from Topps Chrome today. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. And yeah, on that note, guys, we will see you all in the next one. Peace.